to everyone else. Him he is. That's right, I am Simeon Robinson, and I'll be your conductor on this crazy train as we learn life lessons through love.
Welcome in, everybody. I hope you're having an amazing day, and I hope this message can make it even better. So let's get right into it. Today's message is standards start at the beginning. Standards start at the beginning. This message today is for anyone who feels that the dating pool might be contaminated, for anyone that feels like your family or your friends are not upholding the boundaries that you are setting for yourself, for anyone that feels that other people are not respecting you the way that you respect yourself or would like to be respected. This message is for anyone who wants better for themselves. You have to have standards. So, in typical Simeon fashion, I'm going to give you the denotation, the definition of the word standard. Standard is a noun. It means a level of quality or attainment. This means an idea or thing used as a measure, a model, or the norm. A standard is used as a measure, a model, or the norm. This is why it is important, necessary for you to have standards. It is important, necessary for you to have standards. Not having an idea of quality will give people the idea that they can give you the least or none at all. Not having an idea of quality will give other people the idea that they can give you the least or none at all. If you're not willing to spend more time, more money, more resources, more effort, if you are not willing to spend more for quality, then do not be surprised when you get budget. If you are not willing to spend more for quality, do not be surprised when you receive budget. And by budget, I mean great value. I mean good and gather. I mean equate. I mean everyday essential. I mean good to use. I mean all of these brands. Nothing wrong with them. But there's a reason that these are the store brands, because these are the budget brands. And the budget brands will always have some sort of tang to it, some sort of aftertaste. You didn't get the regular Italian dressing. You got the great value. And now you're wondering, this don't taste the same. This got a little tanginess to it, a little aftertaste. And you're doing the same thing in your life. You're wondering why the relationships and the people you have in your life make you feel different than how you know you should feel. I mean, I know this is barbecue sauce, but it's not barbecuing enough. It's not making me feel how I know it should make me feel. You got the great value. Put that back on the shelf. Put it back on the shelf, because you're going to blame the brand instead of blaming the person that bought the brand. You're going to blame the brand. There is nothing wrong with budget, but when you know you deserve a better quality, when you know you deserve a better quality, it's time to put that budget back. It's time to rework your budget. It's time to add more money in your budget for these things. It's time to add more in your budget. Okay, cool. I need more respect. I got to work my budget around that. I need more time with God. I got to work my budget around that. If you are not willing to spend more for quality, do not be surprised when you get the budget. I'll be honest with y'all. I'll snitch on myself. I ain't never had no money. And I used to have less money than I have now. I still ain't got no money, but I used to have less. So what I would do is when I bought paper plates, I would get the great value paper plates. The ones that come in 100, 150, 200 paper plates at a time. As opposed to the great value, as opposed to the Dixie or the Hefty. And what you got to understand is when you get that value, that quote unquote value, that budget product, it's flimsy. It's easy to break. It breaks quicker, or that product does not last as long. And I'll tell you the truth. I had to use 2 or 3 plates just to make up for one regular paper plate. And don't put it in the microwave, because now you got to throw all 3 of the plates away because they done bent up. But that was my idea of a budget. That was my idea of, okay, cool. This is better, but it's not going to be better in the long run. It's only going to be better for the short term. Great value isn't Hefty. It's not Dixie. So you don't have that quality to it. So you have to use more just to make up for it. You don't have quality friends, so you think that the quantity will make up for it. And if you do have quality friends, you need to appreciate them and stop thinking, oh, hey, I need more friends. No, you need to perfect the friendships that you have now. You need to make sure that you're checking on your friends right now. I have 2 friends, and I've had 2 friends for the past 12, 13 years. We don't talk all the time. We can go 2-3 months without talking. We used to. Now we've gotten better. And we could pick up like nothing ever happened. And I used to feel like, I don't have enough friends. But these 2 friends I could call if I ever needed anything. And they have called me whenever they needed or wanted anything. That is what means everything. So I need you to say this with me. I will stop looking for a great value standard. I will stop looking for a great value standard, because you're always going to have to use 2 to 4 times as much product. That sauce is going to run out a lot quicker because there's more water in it. That bleach you're going to have to use twice as much because it's not going to be as strong. That sauce, you're going to have to add a lot more, which is going to add a lot more calories and a lot more fat, which if you're trying to lose weight, hey, you're wondering why you're having more problems. You're trying to go the budget route. When you want that fat free, when you want that thing that's going to actually work towards your diet, you're going to have to spend more money. You're going to have to spend more money. There's no way around it. There's no way around it. And it becomes hard to establish something new after you get used to the old. It becomes very hard for you to establish something new once you get used to the old. And I want you to think about this. If it is a challenge for you to do it for yourself, then it can be even harder for someone else to do it for you. It is hard to establish something new. And if it's going to be a challenge for yourself, it can be even harder for someone else to do it for you. This is why standards must start at the beginning, because if you don't show somebody, if you don't show people, this is how I'm going to treat myself, and I will accept nothing less or expect anything less from anyone else, because this is the standard that I set for myself. Now, you can go above and beyond. I will gladly accept that, but I will not take a penny less, a second less worth of effort. This is my standard. And it is going to be hard for you to establish a greater and bigger standard when you have been used to, or if you have been used to, a lesser and smaller standard. It is going to be very hard when you have not been showing up for yourself. You're not stepping in a room, you're tiptoeing in it. And you're wondering why nobody is paying you any attention. You're not stepping in the room, you're tiptoeing in it, and you're wondering why no one else is paying you attention. That's a bar. Write that down. But it becomes even harder when the new has to destroy the old. It becomes even harder to set a standard when the new standard has to destroy the old. Some standards aren't just an update or an upgrade. Some standards, you have to reset the entire factory setting. Some standards, you have to turn the phone off, put it on a charger, and let it reset. Some standards, you really have to either get a new phone. And by that, I mean you might have to remove yourself from places. You might have to remove yourself from people. You might have to remove yourself from ideas and groups that are not serving you or will allow you to not serve yourself. So you have to understand, it becomes hard to establish something new, and it becomes even harder when that new standard has to destroy the old. This is why you have to set the standard beforehand. Because if you're starting a project, if you're starting a relationship, if you're starting a connection, if you're starting anything and you're accepting less at the beginning and then expect more in the middle, they are not going to be inclined to give you more, because they're like, hey, this has been fine. Not only has this been fine what I've been giving you, you have been giving yourself the exact same, if not less. So why is this different now? You have to set the standards at the beginning, because if you do not set the standards beforehand, don't be surprised when you get secondhand. Oh, that's good. I said, if you do not set the standards beforehand, don't be surprised when you get secondhand. And ain't nothing wrong with secondhand. I still shop at Goodwill religiously. But at some point, you got to understand, I only shop there for my gym clothes. At some point, you have to get that quality. At some point, you have to get that quality. And you have to understand what that is. Your standards will not only help you set your expectations, but they will help you set your acceptance. Your standards will not only help you set your expectations, but also your acceptance. And in typical Simeon fashion, to accept something, accept is a verb. It means to consent to receive something. It means to believe something is valid or correct. So when you accept what people are giving you, you consent to receive it. I am allowing you to give me less. I am saying that it is perfectly okay for you to keep lying to me. I am giving you the green light, even though you're showing me red flags. I am giving you the green light, even though you're showing me red flags. To accept something means to receive it, and to consent to receive it. It means to allow something or to believe that something is correct. So if someone is showing you and telling you that you do not deserve love and you accept it, that means you believe that is a fact. That means you believe that is true. That means you believe that what they are telling you is okay. What they are showing you is okay. So you have to set your standard, because if you allow them to give you less and you accept less, you are telling them it is okay. It is okay for you to keep doing what you've been doing to me, because I have been allowing it. It is okay for you to not give me any more, because I haven't given myself more and I don't think I deserve it or am worth it. And the reason that I say you don't think you deserve it or are worth it, because you have yet to give it to yourself. The reason I say you might not think you deserve it or are worth it is because you have yet to give it to yourself. And if you accept less from yourself, it becomes even easier to accept less from anyone else. If you accept less from yourself, it becomes even easier to accept less from everyone else. You are more likely to think that all you deserve, that is all you deserve, because that's all you've ever gotten. You are more likely to think that's all you deserve because that's all you have ever given yourself. So this is why I say standards start at the beginning, and standards start with you. Because if you believe that you are worth more, start appraising yourself. If you believe that you are worth more, don't sell yourself cheaper. If you believe you are worth more, you better stay on that auction block till somebody finds your worth. I don't care how cheap everybody else is going. I don't care how quick everybody else is going. You stay on that auction block until someone, or yourself more specifically, finds your worth. Because if your standards help set your acceptance, they also help set your expectance. If your standards help set your acceptance, they also help set your expectance. I will say that again. If your standards help set your acceptance, then they will also help set your expectance. Expect is also a verb. Expect means to regard something as likely to happen. It means to regard someone as likely to do something. So this is why standards start at the beginning, because if you don't have a standard, and if you are not consistent in the things that you say, and the things that you do, and the things that you require, and the things that you provide, you cannot expect anything else. Because the consistency, the constant same application is what shows you what you can expect the next time. You would never expect a liar to tell the truth. You would never expect McDonald's to be healthy. That's not saying that they can't, but they have a long track record of just being fast and cheap. They're the budget option. So when you want better quality, you have to say, oh, okay, cool. I have to put in more time, more money, or more effort. I have to start meal prepping if I want to eat healthier. I have to start saving more money for my food budget if I want to get healthier. And if you expect less from yourself, it becomes even easier to expect less from others. If you expect less from yourself, it becomes even easier to expect less from others. And I want to leave you with this. Do not base your standards on the standards of someone else. Do not base your standards on the standards of someone else. I just mentioned McDonald's. A high-end restaurant does not base their standards on what McDonald's is doing. A high-end restaurant does not base their standards on Subway, Starbucks, or any other fast food chain. Yes, these are franchises. These might make a lot of money, but they're fast food. They're not meant to be quality. They are only meant to meet a small need at a small amount of time with a small amount of money. So when you want better meals, when you want better memories, when you want a better ambiance and atmosphere, you have to understand that you need to stop setting your standards at fast food prices. You need to stop setting your menu at what fast foods are doing, because it's going to take more time for you to prepare a more complex meal. It is going to take more time for your customers to actually get in their seat and admire the space that you have created. It's going to take more time to create that space. It's going to take more time. So if you are not seeing what you want to see, you have to understand that the things that are coming quick to other people are coming quick for a reason. Franchisers like McDonald's, like Starbucks, like Subway, like Chick-fil-A, these are fast franchises to start because they are so budget. They are so quote unquote value that is why there are so many of them. So you need to understand you are trying to be like something that already has so many somethings available. You are trying to mimic something that everyone else is trying to mimic or is already mimicking. And then you expect a different result. You cannot expect a different result when you have the same standards. You cannot expect a different result when you have the same standards. So if you want to create something that is better quality, if you want to create something in your life, in your love, in your relationships, in your mental health that is better quality, it is going to take time. It is going to take time. And I'll keep using this analogy. This is the one time where your mom was right. We got McDonald's at home. You have to understand that it might take more time to cook. It might take more time to meal prep. It will take more money when you're eating healthier. But would you rather spend less money now and have more health problems later, or spend more money now and be healthier later? You have to understand that your standards are not temporary, and you have to stop setting your standards for fast food. Your standards are not temporary, so you have to stop setting them like they are on the microwave. This is something you have to marinate. This is something you have to put in the freezer. And then when you take it out the freezer, you got to put it in the oven. So don't be surprised when you get a little salty. Don't be surprised when things start to get cold around you. It's your time. And this is the time that you need to spend basting. And this is the time that you need to spend marinating, because your standards have not been high enough. Your standards have not been high enough. So understand that when you come out of that freezer and when it's time to get into that oven, you need to be prepared. Because if you are not prepared, you will be over-seasoned or end up undercooked. If you are not prepared, you will be over-seasoned or undercooked. So your standards have to start at the beginning, because if they do not start at the beginning, when it is time to actually cook and when it is time to actually prepare, it can look as nice as it wants to be. We have all seen a meal that looks nice, and then as soon as we taste it, it don't taste how it looked. You have to understand that the standards you are setting are not just based on looks. The standards that you are setting are based on taste. And I need you to have a better taste. I need you to create a better palate. I need you to understand that you deserve everything you want and everything that God already has planned for you. Your plans don't change. Yours might, but the plans that have been set for you do not change. Your plan is already right there. It's up to you to get it, because it's not going to move further away from you. God sets it in place. But the flip side to that is it's never going to get closer to you. Your goal will never get closer to you. Your standards will help you get closer to your goal. Your goal will never get closer to you. Your standards will help you get closer to your goal. Your mentality, your mindset, your heart will help you get closer to your goal. But your goal will never get closer to you, because God has already promised that it will never get farther. It doesn't move. It's up to you to move. So I need you to move your standards up a little bit more. I need you to move your requirements up a little bit more. I need you to remove the acceptance that you have for the lower level things and move them up a little bit more. I need you to move your expectations up a little bit more, because if you do not, you will accept anything. You will accept anything, and then you will expect the bare minimum or nothing at all. This is why so many people don't want to love anymore, because they have accepted a lesser love, and they believe that everyone else will expect a lesser love. I expect the best love possible. Why? Because I give the best love possible. My standard is so high that I cannot accept anything less, because I expect everything that God has already promised me. I cannot accept anything less, because I expect everything that God has already promised me. And God is not a liar, so I can't be. And that becomes part of your standards. You cannot lie. And I don't care about anyone else. You can't lie to yourself. So when you're slipping on your standards, I need you to hold yourself accountable. When you're slipping on that acceptance, I need you to hold yourself accountable. When you're slipping on the expectance and you're like, no, I can't do this. This is too high. I've never seen it done. This isn't realistic. Guess what? You create your own reality. So whatever you believe is realistic will be. I am so delusional that my life has been wonderful. I am so delusional that my life has been wonderful. I have never been prepared for any of the things that I've done. Not once. Not once. I was 25 when I became an author. I wrote 3 books since then. My 4th will be out this year. 4 books in 3 years. I got good grades in English, but I was never prepared. Radio. Before speaking to schools and anything else, I was never prepared. Believe it or not, I don't even like talking to people. But guess what? My expectations are so high, and the love that I want to provide to everyone and to the world is so high that I accept nothing less. So when the opportunities arise, I take them, because they were already meant for me. So you never know what God has for you, but I need you to understand you need to know what you have for you and what you do not have for you. And if I don't have it for me, you ain't going to have it for me. And if I have it for me, I need you to have it for me. Otherwise, you are not for me. Just something to think about. Little food for thought. But I pray that this message resonates with you. I pray that your standards will rise after today. I pray that your acceptance will rise to a better level. And I pray that your expectance will rise to a better level. So until next week, I love you, and I hope that this message will marinate in your heart. If you want to listen to it again, all you have to do is follow me on TikTok at King.Simeon. That's KING.SIMIEN. or on YouTube at Simeon Robinson. That's Simien Robinson. And until next time, I love you. And you are worthy and deserving of the best. But I need you to understand that for yourself. And until you understand that for yourself, you will not get the best. You will get less. You will not get what is for you. You will get what is for everyone else. And you're called to be above. So I need you to start acting like it. Love you.
I pray that this message is delivered to you. Even if it is not downloaded immediately into your spirit, I hope that you have this in the arsenal of your heart when you need it. I will be here every Friday, noon Pacific, 2 Central, 3 Eastern, to continue to give you love, information, motivation, inspiration, and everything else that I can provide. So until next time, I love you. See you later.